Hello everyone. You may be confused why the name of the video contains 2 days. I will get to it in a moment. Also there will be some changes on how we operate because of that. I don't want to sell now. So I was doing this offline a little bit. You can see. I don't remember actually. I can check on the second monitor what was the last result we had. Let me compare. Okay. Did I use the command at the very end? I wish I did. Let me see. Oh, I actually didn't. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, I did. Okay, that's perfect. So last time it was 57 hours. Right now we are at 60, 38. So more or less 3 hours additional things I was doing in the background. Of course, I have learned a bunch doing this list in the meantime, and there is nothing really to stream. We're just outbidding, as I was suspecting. There's nothing really interesting happening, not much to talk about. So I basically skipped the streaming yesterday because of that. There weren't many results to talk about whatsoever. We'll get into results in a moment. But I don't feel like this is a good streaming content. So instead, I will be streaming every 2 days of me actually flipping. Of course, this only applies to this kind of thing because it's such low, I cannot say effort, but maintenance, that there is nothing really interesting happening when it comes to like you guys. But when I will stream, we'll either redo the list, or maybe even change it depending, but I doubt it. But most importantly, we will talk about results. And of course, make a most likely a new list, because in this case we have 600 items, but I keep refreshing the orders on some items, so it's not like this is only 300 items bought. It's nothing like that. I'm pretty sure we are like at 500, maybe even more by now, but I just keep refreshing the list more or less. Without it, it would be kind of pointless. So it's doing just that. You can see something filled. Nice. But when it comes to results, that's what's interesting really. You can see that we jumped from 1700, almost 180, to 2025. I will update the profit so far, and boom, that's 220 gold. So you're probably thinking, holy damn, this is making mad cash. Well, yes and no. It's complicated, but we'll get to it, don't worry. Also, is this thing still listed? I'm wondering. Pretty sure they didn't sell. Yeah, they didn't sell. Yeah. Just making sure. Anyways, we are interested in this. I'm pretty sure we start at 4th. Let me double check. Yeah, because third was... Yeah, that is correct. So from 4 to 6, and you can see 245 gold profit, which is more or less what we received. I have thrown some fast velocity items there and there when I was running out of ideas what to do, but that wasn't really a lot, like few items at best, you know, nothing really that fancy or interesting. You can see literally 4 things. And accuracy sigil, which is not selling well, so well, what can I do? Nothing. But yeah, only 4 items from fast velocity, which is less than 10 gold, so this result is literally slow velocity only. We are using around, how much? 1k gold, as you can see. And we have 170 here, so yeah, that's 1,200, yeah. So we are at a decent spot. It's working, I can say it's working. But it's working differently than I anticipated, so today we'll be adjusting the differences. But the results are what's important. Let's go by profit. Yeah, we had one lose. Pretty sure this happened on stream. One game decided to just insta-buy this, so that's not really a lose. That's a, you know, that's game being rude. But yeah, it's red, but it's not really red. It's a fake red, so you don't really care. Thing is, of course, we have some interesting things like this recipe, for example, that we bought and sold. I'm constantly trying to buy it because it's a good money. This greatsword, for some reason, like this mini, this shield, they happen. But it's not that, like, you cannot really only flip this one, for example. It doesn't work like that. And I'm pretty sure I have 1 or 2 stack already, so it's a double-edged sword. But I forgot to do this. Sorry. Little low, yeah. So you can see that most of the items that we're flipping are in small quantities, between 1 to 3. Something 4, then and there. 3 again, but mostly it's 1. Which means that the one that we bought sold. And that was the whole goal, right? So we are clear. This item is no longer with us because it already sold. So rotation is completed. Of course, there will be some items that are stuck. If I go to sell offers and do 500, also in the meantime, we really need to list it. So I rather do it right now. When it comes to sell orders, for sure we have something stuck. But that's bound to happen, you know, so we are already past that. If necessary, I will take it down after a week and just relist to take the coins back and call it a day. Not now, I'll wait a little bit and see how that goes. Let me just list it. Oh, 5 gold. Oh. Wonder if that's gonna sell. Okay, let's go. Okay, we're going back. So, ignoring the items that I'm listing right now, of course. So this is the fish item. You can see that the last item was listed 16 hours ago. I was out bidding at night and then I left it until the stream is up. I'm pretty sure I outbid 2 times only between these 2 days. So I listed them, I outbid it, I listed the items I got, Then again, I outbid, listed them, and now we are at the streaming point. So I didn't really put that much effort. It was every 8 hours instead of every 4 hours. So yeah, you could probably get better results than this still, because I was still hardcore lazy about it. But the improvement is clearly visible. Like, the more you do it, the better it goes. And I would say it's even mandatory to do it. I wish that I could be lazy, but I literally cannot be. So, well, you can see that we have a lot of stuff stuck. This is already fast velocity. But it is. How much gold do we have here? 1100. So, if you think about it for a second, if you have potential 1100 here, and few items are slow velocity, so I don't know, let's say 400 gold, maybe 500 gold. Then the rest is in fast velocity stuff. We can even click report to see. Of course, the gates, because we may need to release the gates after all. We'll see. Same for energy clusters. They are not really selling. And yeah, it's better to get this gold unlocked rather than skip selling it. We have one recipe stack already. These, some vials of might, some strength runes, some legend runes, and of course slow velocity stuff. To be expected, really, that they don't move that quickly, so I am not surprised. But thing is, if we have 1200 in our wallet right now and potential 1100 here, this means that we are very close to the profit that you can see on the screen, which is the best result you can ask for, because generally speaking, the profit you see on the website is little bit off from the realistic wallet gold. That's how it works. You know, it's the profit is, you can easily say estimation, because you cannot expect to sell every single thing. So you will have some losses, some relistings, some, I don't know, failed flips altogether. So us being this close to the real number is amazing. Because this means that reaching 10k in wallet most likely will be a reality. But I will need to release items, and that's it. But yeah, this makes me happy, because I was worried that getting 10k in wallet would be the problem. But we can see it's not gonna be that much of a problem. Of course, it's gonna be a problem, but it's gonna be less than I expected. And that's the important part. So now for the findings I noticed when it comes to flipping. Let me open the list first. So this was the list. I'm gonna move it so I can create it here. And we'll talk about it for a moment. Where is it? Where is it? Here. So I did 6 gold, right? We did 2, profit of 25. Oh wait, this is actually the wrong one. Fake. Yeah, this is the correct one. I'm sorry. This was the baseline. So 90 silver profit and 45 minimum ROI. And we will do it again. And we will go into details why this is not exactly the best solution right now, at least for me, in 1200 gold. So I have noticed that the safety net is way too big. and I spent way too much time outbidding pointless items in my current wealth. So what I should be doing instead is focusing on the better ones. And we will try to do that today. We'll ditch the cheap items. After all, the 20 silver profit ones. Because they are not worth the time. So for a starter, we can do this. And you can already see the difference. It's how many? 400? 567 items. Cost 500, 650. And the last one is what? Yeah. Oh wait, I'm actually finding I'm making far more sales on the 20 silver items than the better ones. Yes, that is a no-brainer. That is a no-brainer because people, the newbies, I would say, they go for bigger numbers. And I already mentioned that the, I don't know, gold per items will be highly competitive. And that's the case, they are. There is. People are just outbidding like animals. Yet they will work because there is less competition. Yes, I am aware of that. It's more of a fact that I'm not gonna ditch the low value items. So I will be doing 30 silver. It's more about ditching anything below 30 silver. It feels like a total waste of time for me. And what do I mean by that is doing 900 items takes me around 50 minutes to outbid. And it's such a pain in the ass. So I'd rather do less but more often. If that makes sense. So I will be swapping literally everything. Oh, freak off from the recipe. Oh my god, go away. I'm swapping just of that. Yeah, you see that's the difference. Right now, the left is 590, but we started with 960 something, if I remember correctly. So it's such a pain in the ass to outbid everything. So I'm making the size smaller because I cannot keep it up. Yeah, 200 items is way too low for me. I will aim for like 400. 400 is the ideal spot, I would say. Where 500 is the maximum I would do. 900 is just way too much pain for me. I'm not gonna do it again. If you're doing it by the hand, 900 is just... Oof. Oh, prepare for the error, yeah. So this happens if you order too fast or take down order too fast. The game just gives you this error and black screen. We need to wait until this reach 1k anyway, so let's go back to the list. So since I want to be more greedy, and we are looking at 400 items ideally, maximum 500. Let's see what we can do actually, because I'm curious. Let's make this 10 gold. And boom, already some improvement. Okay, let's make this 45 silver. Okay, this looks very nice. Let's see. 96, okay, fine. This is 600. And this is another 600, wow. And this is 490 items. I would say this is perfect. This is perfection. It's not too much, but not too little. And we are slowly entering skin market, but that to be expected. Yeah, nothing I can do about it. So it's funny because I tend to not follow my own rules, and then I realize hard time that I have to follow my own rules. And this is one of the examples. I didn't want to do slow velocity because I know that these two doesn't really matter that much. It's here that's the problem. If you do 50 gold, for example, that's kind of funny. This release can go up to 2k, and you are still flipping a lot of skins and so on and so on. So wait, we can actually flip Balthazar Band. I wonder if that works still. Oh, I mean, we can try. I was flipping this item very much in the past. It's needed for achievement, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's not mentioned here. I'm pretty sure it's used for achievement somewhere. Anyways, we can see that this is a skin realm where, well, it just costs a lot to flip, but profits are very nice. 8 gold, 6 gold, 11 gold, and you can probably flip them. And if you want to be serious about it in this market, then probably you need to do 1-1, and yeah, you will end up with a monstrosity that just asks you for so much gold. It's insane. 300, let's see, 900, 1000 already, 2000, and finally another 2k. Of course, most of these items are 1-1s, but at that point you don't really care that this is the 1-1. You still follow the same rule as before, so you know how this works. But I don't want to do that. I want to do 2-2 because I want a little bit of safety there. Just a little bit, a tiny bit. So I will take whatever is given to me. And since this is the ideal amount of items, yeah, I will be doing that. That's the goal for today. Okay, let's see if the website loads. Please. Okay, this loaded. Perfect, okay. And this brings us back to the title of the stream and later to the title of the video. I'll be streaming every 2 days, simply because there is nothing to show in between when it comes to this kind of flipping. But we will be doing all the reviews that are necessary for you to see the results. I will mention how many times I've outbeat, all these tiny details. You will see the time difference and everything else. So I will make sure nothing is missed, aside from boring outbidding, which is not important. Skins are always really bad for me. I don't know if that's normal. Always outbid. Yeah, that's highly competitive market. That's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be. Sadly, at that point, your power is to... You basically, at that point, because you're not... how to say it? Since your settings... Wait, okay, this one. Since your settings will always be around 1-1 on velocity, the most important thing is to actually buy and then list the item. Buying will be the hardest part in this case, even worse than selling, which is kind of funny and ironic, but yeah. So, how to do it the best way possible? Of course, you will be dealing with a lot of other people that see 3 gold profit and they're like, yeah, I want to flip that. So, what you should be doing is creating a massive list. Something around 1000 items. And the only thing you will be doing is outbid these items. At least the ones you get, nothing else. At that point you will be refreshing the list, as in taking down the whole list and redoing them probably once a week or even every 2 weeks. Because the amount of skins you'll be getting is low. really. It's a whole different experience when it comes to that kind of flipping. I will be doing it in the near future. I cannot run away from it. In order to get 10k I will have to do it, so I will be doing that. It's very similar to the thing I'm doing right now. So we are setting a list. We outbid, we list, we outbid, we list. And every few days you take down the whole thing. And you redo on fresh items, because something may change. And you may not pay attention to, you know, and you miss it. Like, I don't know, this item for example goes to 16 gold and it's no longer a profit to flip. That kind of thing. When you are this rich, wow, flipping won't be easy anymore. It's a fighting pit at that point, you know? A really bad fighting pit. Okay, why am I seeing this again? Oh, this is the 50 gold. Oh, I didn't change it. Freak me. I forgot to change this. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. 96. Okay, this one didn't load. $500, 600. Like, I already noticed at this very point that I'm not getting enough feels. So I would mention in the previous episode that normally you would get 1/3 of the items you order, or even half. So if you order 500 items, you will get like 150, for example. But in case of this list, we are getting like, I don't know, from 500 you will get 50. And that number is very bad. Which means that there is a lot of competition on these items. And if you cannot adjust to this competition, then well, you will be losing. That's how it works. Cannot really run away from it. There is no way. I'm adjusting because of that, you know. Like, this is 24, 25. Let me check. I always forget. Yeah, this is 24, 25. Yesterday we had 24 and today is 25. Every 2 days should be enough, I'm pretty sure. But we'll see how that goes. Oh my god, the map change. I said it many times, I don't remember everything myself, so I'm also working on fly for a lot of things. And it's not really a joke, I am. It always matters how well you can adjust to the present situation. I know for a fact that ordering that many items as yesterday is a pain in the ass to take care of. And it's not really worth the hassle for the amount of gold we are potentially getting. Like, creating such list at, I don't know, 6,000 gold? Yeah, sure, I can take care of it. But at 1,000 gold, yeah, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. So we are not gonna do that. I'm gonna swap to less items, but for better value, and see how that goes. This means I will more likely outbid them, because it's a less hassle to do so. I can just casually outbid them. I don't really want it to feel like a job. And being perfectly honest, the past 2 days it really did feel like it. It was such a big hassle. Oh my god. I cannot say the profit is not nice. We made 200 gold, but I always question your sanity. I want to be sane after this challenge. 400 items shouldn't be that bad. Oh, I ordered the wrong thing. Maybe. Yeah. Freak that. We'll see for how long I can actually do it. It's more than I'm really curious how long I can keep this up. If I will want to swap or something else. We'll see. Oh, I didn't check the level. Shit. Also, I wanted... Isn't this... divided by... Ah, okay. So profit per hour is still around 30 gold. In looking at the fact how little gold we have, it kinda makes sense that we are not making more. And yeah, 1000 gold is very little. Then again, it's across the whole thing, so it's a little bit different. Like, if I were to start from 1k and just flip for 20 days with 1k, that number would be much higher. It's just the average across the struggles from early days. But I wonder if we can hit higher numbers later on. I really wonder. Like, for example, hitting 100 gold per hour at the end. That would be kinda ironic because that means that day one when I had 2 gold I could make 100 gold in one hour. Which is of course not true, but it sounds funny. It is funny as heck. Wait, where? I lost track. Okay. I'm already wondering when I should release the items again. And I'm not really sure. I'll be perfectly honest, I am not sure. Like, today is what, Friday? I'm pretty sure it's Friday. Wait, Eagle? Oh, Eagle, yeah. Maybe around Monday. I have no idea really. Or maybe even later on. I need to see how well this one will go. Like, all these items are asking for a pretty good ROI, so it's not like a problem to release them. in order to get that gold back, but it's still a realist, right? So I will have to see. I've already learned a lot from yesterday, and yeah, mostly yesterday. Yeah, mostly yesterday. That was the most I was doing this list. $71. I would try. It's gonna be really hard to test, but I would try. Which approach is better? Outbidding every like 2-3 hours, or outbidding every 1 hour for like 4 hours? Because I'm curious which one is better. If you outbid every hour, then you will probably need to manually click on items because not everything is outbidded. In the case of every 2-3 hours, then you can do the whole list, so it's a bit easier. So I really need to see what is the ratio of outbidding, because maybe even every 1 hour you can do the whole list. And if that's the case, then yeah, I will gladly test it. It would be really nice to pinpoint what is the best approach. Of course, you don't have to watch this all the freaking day, 24/7. That would be insanity. I mean, of course you can do that, but the idea of earning money with flipping is consistent flipping. I find that in an hour probably about half of the items are outbid, and by 2 hours almost everything is. Yeah, that sounds about right. I will test with these ones because I'm curious. If we can develop a better solution, why not? Like, flipping is about improving your methods every day. You can't really stick to the same thing over again and do it. Like, sure, I could be flipping the same items I'm flipping at. I was flipping at 2 gold because they are working, but do you really want to do that? Of course not. That would be silly. They work, but the profits are marginal. It's just bad. I always find these kind of items funny. Half-eaten something. I know it's related to Athens, but it's so funny every time. There's a whole set like this. I don't know how you get them, but I know it's related to Athens. It is funny. More than anything, I'm surprised that we keep hovering about this gold amount. Because this means that the rotation of gold we have is okay. So, of course we get stuck items, but we started slow velocity of 1300 something, maybe 50 to keep it simple. Let's say 50. So the difference is 150 gold right now, which is nothing. And we only grow in the numbers of sell orders. So we are making profit. in the items that are not sold yet. Like the thing that website shows you, so the profit is what you already made. But there is also part of things that are stuck in sell orders that didn't make you that money yet. I found this really interesting when I was recording the fast velocity video with 2k gold. I'm pretty sure it was around that, yeah. Because my gold wasn't increasing at all for like first week. It would stay at the same amount every single day. And I'm like, okay, what's happening? I can see the website is telling me that I'm making a lot, but it's standing in one place. Well, I got a lot of gold in sell orders. It was waiting. Are you looking for my sell order or something? Oh, that is interesting tip actually. So I like looking at efficiency for my sell orders sometimes because it tells me how much I would get if I cancel all my sell orders and insta sell them to buy orders. This is a very nice tip actually. I personally rarely use Effie for anything flipping related, but this is a nice take. I mean, we can check it in a moment. Let me see. Okay, which account is the correct one? I don't remember. Okay. Sell listings. Let's see. Oh yeah, it works like that. Yeah, you are right. So it's worth 620 if it would insta sell it. Yeah, the difference between sell price and buy price will always be a big one. Yeah. So if we were to insta sell everything, we'll end up at 1,800, which is 200 shy from the profit we see on the screen, which is amazing. It is actually amazing. It means that the number on the screen is real. That's what I mean. It means that it's real, it's not fake. Before the very first relist, because I really didn't want to relist. Oh my god. Before the first release, I was struggling with the gold. We were missing so many gold coins, but now it's much better. It's much better. You think about cancelling sell orders over than a week and dump them to buy order? Don't do that ever. If you want to take them out and you feel like they won't sell, do something else instead. I call it a discount if you really think that they won't sell for whatever the reason. You can always do a discount instead. So I don't know, let's see. Yeah, let's take this dagger as an example and I will show you what I mean. So you have an item like this, right? You know for a fact that if you list it here, it won't sell because someone undercuts you, for example. And you're worried about it. Oh shit, I opened Discord by mistake. Okay. So what you can do instead is I don't know, this is 60 and this is 140. So let's say, I don't know, find the middle ground. So I don't know. For example, 1 1 1 1 1 1. It can be something random, it doesn't matter. And you do a discount like this. Now the question is, what's the difference? It creates a problematic situation for a potential flipper. So in some cases, someone may decide to buy it because the spread still allows him to profit. But in other cases, they will just leave it alone, of course. Now, when it comes to the other side of the coin, so when someone wants to sell more, they see this undercut and they're like, yeah, hell no, I'm not following that. And that's exactly what you are doing here. You want to make them think that. Hell no, I'm not following that. This gives you a higher chance to sell your garbage item. And, well, you know, if you are not undercut, you are more likely to sell it. But at the same time, you are not taking this price, but you are taking something higher. It is a toxic behavior. I'm not gonna say no. It is hella toxic. But then again, this is a free market. You can do whatever the hell you want, you know? Nobody can stop you. If you're so sure that it's not gonna sell under normal means, you can do a discount. But discount also comes with a price. Because if you do it incorrectly, so I don't know, it would require me to actually have an item to show Kaius is better. Let me see. We don't have anything? Oh my god. Can I make an item from... I don't want to insta buy anything. Okay, let's use this one, I guess. But I also need another website to show it properly. Let me change the background to something, but this not the... Oh wait, I'm changing the wrong thing. God damn it. Background dark gray. Are you serious? This website, oh my god. Okay, this has to work, I guess. It's so scuffed I can't, but oh my god, who cares? So, wait. What? What is wrong with this site? Can I... Wow. Okay. Anyways. I cannot make it smaller because it's not... it's not even that I'm not sure they won't sell, they probably will eventually, but we'll make no... Yeah, this is... You only take the gold back if you need it, or if you want to go higher places. So in my case, in the challenge, I jumped from 500 to 1300 gold, which allowed me to do all other new things, which are great. So you only do it because of something like that. You don't relist because you have a whim on relisting. That's silly. But discounts can go both ways. So let's say you listed at 155. Alright, so why doesn't it work? What? Why doesn't it change the price? Game? The fuck? Oh, now it does. Okay. So let's say you do it 155, right? Keep this number in mind. This website is so borked. Yeah, that's exactly my point. It still can get stuck. Because someone will be like, okay, I bought it for 62. If I list it for this much, then I will still make a a lot of money. So if you do the discount on wrong terms, it can go sideways. And you see this situation very often on various items, where someone goes 1 gold below and other people are following that, because it's still a very good profit. So the discount didn't matter. So you need to be wary where you are doing discounts, because you can easily kill your own item and you don't want that. Which is why I say doing discounts is toxic behavior. Because it is. You can do it, but take it easy, you know? Take it easy. I mean, there is never a situation where selling to buy order is a good idea unless you want the gold instantly. But I don't think there is a case where you need gold instantly, ever. So it's just pointless to do it like that. Even if you were to do a hardcore discount, so let's take this example once again. And you were listed at 1 gold, so 40 silver more. If you divide it, it's 62 silver for 40 silver. You are basically doubling the value with this silly step. And you are like 90% sure it will sell. Because nobody in his sane mind would follow that on either ways. Unless it's a drop, but in case of this item, it cannot be dropped, so... You know, it's never a good idea to just sell or insta-sell it like that. Never. Unless there is like, the spread on item is difference of 5 copper on buy and sell, then sure, yeah, you can do that. But overall speaking, it's never a good idea to insta-sell, ever. If I really needed the gold to reinvest, I mean, there is never a situation when you need it instantly. Never. So this argument doesn't really work. You can wait that additional day, if that's necessary. Really. If that means getting double the amount you would be getting, why would you do otherwise? Why would you give away half of the gold? There is no reason to do that. Wait, which one is this? Strong Dread Edge. And it's not showing me Strong Dread Edge. Oh, it's here. What? That was weird. Like, doing discounts is... Wait, why is it not working? Hello? What do you mean max result reached? What? Oh, thank you, now it works. That's weird. Like, even if you want to swap to other method or improve your current method with investing more gold into it, trust me, it would be much better to wait that additional day if you really want to release everything. Proper way of doing discounts is, it all depends on the velocity of an item, the spread between items, and how many of do you actually have. Because, for example, let's say, oh, that's the wrong one. Let's say you're flipping an item which has velocity of 2, so it's pretty slow. But you have 5 of this item. This puts you in a very bad situation where selling it will, that's gonna be a pain in the ass even at the discount. So, still, instead of insta-selling, you just do a better discount. It can be 10 silver more than the current buy order. It doesn't matter. Never take insta selling. It's good that you never did. Because you really shouldn't do that ever. It's just silly thing to do. You're giving away your gold for no reason. I know it may look appealing and easy, but nothing that is nice in life comes easy. And that's a fact. I'm seeing a lot of items I have never seen before, which is interesting. I mean, I maybe have seen them, but I don't really remember them. Generally speaking, I do have a memory to items, and yeah, I show it all the time during streams. So I recognize items just because of the icon. Or sometimes by the name. It's how it is if you are doing it a lot. It's like remembering your rate rotation. You just do. You just do. Right. I'm kinda slacking on the buy orders because we are talking instead of flipping. I mean, I personally don't mind because yeah, this is a nice thing that people ask. Like I can keep talking about stuff, but in the end, I want to remember just memory. I want to remember to mention everything. It is how it is. There is so much stuff that goes into advanced flipping. Do I notice problems with buy orders on the side? Well, sometimes yeah. The site is in maintenance mode. I know it for a fact. So, like, you cannot really expect it to be ideal. This site is not really producing any real money to the creator whatsoever. Right now he can cover the server cost, but that's about it. So it would be weird to expect him to work on it constantly. Oh no, that's usual problem. But that's also related to how API works. It's not really his fault. I still remember when he reached out on Reddit that the site will be closing down. I remember. How did I alt up to this one? What? Yeah, API tends to be freaking wonky. And if you are operating on so many information at the same time, yeah, that's gonna be an issue at some point. And when it comes to sell orders and buy orders, that's double the fun because of how the game is written. It's absolute train wreck. It's best visible when you're ordering many quantities of an item. So you would think that if you place a buy order of 5 stacks, so 1250, the game would feel the first one as first, the second as second, third as third, and that blah 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 blah. You continue, right? So you will go from the top to the bottom, slowly but steady. Yeah, that's not exactly the case, which is absolutely mental. If you have 5 unique buy orders at the same price and someone sells it to you, it can randomly take it from 3rd stack or 5 stack. It doesn't care. And it may not look like a lot, but in case when you're loading a massive data for person X, it can sometimes just break, and it's weird. Basically anything than normal usage of trading post in the game is beyond the capabilities of trading post, which is ironic, but yeah. You can overload the delivery box, you can overload buy orders, sell orders. So many ways to overload API that it doesn't load for you anymore. Which is crazy. But yeah, that's the reality. I cannot load any website on my main account. It's just not working. So why did I order the wrong thing? Okay. Wait, is this one? I mean, you can say. Okay. If you are buying a lot of stuff, you no longer can load these websites, because API simply crashes when you are loading. So it's loading, okay? It's pending in the background. It's loading, loading. But the problem is there is a limited time for how long it loads. And if you have way too many results, it's just gonna stop at that limit and it will never load you. And that's so stupid. But then again, this is edge case, so it will only happen to a handful of people and they don't care about it. I understand that point of view, but I wish to load my freaking history, you know? But I can't. The API crashes before that happens. It's so stupid. I'm using alt account for this flipping challenge because of that. I wouldn't be able to use my main account, even if I want to. It's literally suffering from success, the meme. You know? You're way too good and the game doesn't like. So, when you're Flipper, I can easily say that biggest flex would be I cannot load this page anymore. That would be the biggest flex. Because then it means that you are doing so many items. But it's really hard to achieve that result, so have fun trying. Like the screenshot I was showing in this challenge somewhere. I mean, I probably can still find it. Give me a second. Now that I mention it, it would be nice to actually show it. Wait, what are these? Oh, these are kind of funny. I can show them. So this is one of the flips. Someone sold it that was because of a bug that exists in the game. So you can sold an item for lower than you should do. So someone sold it to me for 2 silver and I sold it for 9. And yeah, that gives us 28,000 ROI. Yeah, and this is the proof that it happened. Someone literally did it. But it's a bug, so we're not using that. Wait. Where is the history though? Do I have it? I was able to find that screenshot last time. Where is it though? Maybe in wins? Wins? Oh yeah, in wins. Yeah, it's here. Okay. This screenshot is from like 2017, so that's... You can see that this contains 1 million items that I flipped at that point. And I was still able to load the page. You need to do millions of items in order for it to not load. So while it could be the biggest flex possible, I highly doubt any one of you will reach it. Because it's so high up. You need to do so much in order to reach it. What surprises me in this screenshot is that ROI is 43%. That's insanity. Oh my god. Being perfectly honest, I don't even remember what I was doing back then. I just don't know. I have no freaking idea what kind of things I was flipping back then. Sadly, I stopped getting more screenshots after that point. I don't know why, I just did. It's kinda sad. It would be nice to show them up, but I don't have anything else. This one I kept because that was my very first one. When I was just starting into the whole thing. Back then, the amount of flippers in this game was non-existent. I can, I think at least, say that my videos pushed some people to do flipping, which is nice. Because back then the trading post was hella empty. Like BLTC was around, this website I mean, but people didn't know how to use it that much. So my videos were super helpful to these people. Even if the videos themselves are very bad and I'm not even talking in them. I mean the videos are, there are 3 videos that they are all 4 years old. And I basically show some random methods that I have created and they are working for me. And people basically tried doing it themselves. Funny enough, I didn't show any settings in these videos because I really didn't want people to just copy the settings and be done with it. And it's still viewed so many times. So yeah, I'm proud of these videos. What I'm doing currently is much different because this is no longer the thing that you would see in a YouTube video. So like 4 days of flipping made into 10-minute video, right? This is actually me doing it, so you can suffer along and see what it takes to be a flipper. It's not like I'm getting free money from the ground, you know? That's not how it works. Actually, I have to perform these tasks. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Like, listening is enough. What I'm doing is putting buy orders, so there is not much happening on the screen anyway. If I'm giving an example, then yeah, sure you can watch, but other than that, listening is more than enough. Like, flipping is really straightforward. You just need proper understanding of what you're doing, and everything else about it is just mindlessly clicking. Literally. I always wanted this to be as simple as possible because, you know, thinking all the time is not really healthy. So there are a lot of people that would come in here and tell me, but wait, you are not checking all the items and see if they are good or not? No, I'm not. Because that would be insane. Checking every single item. I mean, sure, you can do that. You can probably create a master list with super good items this way. I'm not gonna deny it. You can most likely do it. But the amount of effort it will take you is beyond the scope of what I can spare. So I'm not gonna do that. Feel free to do it, but I'm not gonna do that. There are many ways to approach flipping. Some people are even using Excel sheets to flip, so nothing surprises me. Yeah, I also support the zero thinking policy. Of course, from what you can hear, you can see that everything I'm doing is perfectly planned. But what I do in game is just mindless clicking. And that's the point you want to achieve. You want to think about everything beforehand, and then you can just do it mindlessly. That's how I see it. There are also various things I'm still not mentioning because it would be really hard to showcase them currently. So my methods are literally idiot proof. But there is a reason they are made that way, aside from me being lazy. So what you would be doing, let's say you like slow velocity. You want to only do slow velocity, right? You pick, let's say, 2000 gold to do it. And you are like, okay, I'm gonna do this list, or rather settings, for a week. And I will see how that goes. And you do it. You flip, you analyze, you think about it. You keep doing it. Week passes. And you finally look at the results summarized. You should end up in a situation where you are constantly doing the same items, right? So you're not really changing the list, you're not improving the list, you're constantly doing the same list all over again for 7 days straight. Why doesn't it load? Oh, it's backed item, okay. So you end up with a list in your flipping history that shows what sells the best, right? And what we are not doing in this flipping challenge is called gathering golden eggs. And golden eggs are items that are the best in slots. So basically beasts. But I like to call them golden eggs because they give you the most gold. And after a week, you go to your flipping history, you pick like top, depending how many items you do, of course. Let's say 25 items for the ease of the example. And you save them on a list. Yeah, I said the word list because you can create lists here on the page. It's not setting related, it's just your list. And you add them to your list. You keep flipping them, but what you are also doing is you're swapping the settings to something new entirely. It can be a higher step of what you were doing currently, or maybe even lower, whatever you feel like, it doesn't matter. And you repeat the whole situation over again. You flip it for a week, you save the golden eggs, you add them to your private list, and you repeat it for like a month, maybe 2 even. And at some point, you will end up with a list that contains only golden eggs. And you just flip the golden egg list. That's the hidden meaning of my methods. Mostly because golden eggs change constantly. These are mostly items that are very good profit-wise or very good ROI-wise, but they are not really being flipped by anyone for some reason. It doesn't matter. Which means that you can cover the whole market yourself, which is absolutely bonkers if you think about it. Even in my case, we already see some golden eggs. But I'm not mentioning them for a reason. Mostly because I don't want you to flip them like that. I want this challenge to end without griefers. It's a way of, I don't know, increasing your profits, but it's not really that necessary. It's a little bit of min-maxing, I would say, if anything. That's the correct wording. And this is just one of the many things you could do to maximize your profit. For slow velocity, for example, whenever you buy an item and you list it, you can go back to the home page, and on the left side you see last 3 viewed items, right? So you can instantly reorder that item to keep the order alive. Another way of min-maxing. You can constantly monitor your sold page in-game and reorder everything that's sold if you are not doing the thing I mentioned earlier. There is many ways to increase your profits, many ways. I was always surprised that so many people don't use them. They are not aware of it. Then again, most people don't even know that you can hover when you are listing something on the total price to see how much you will get after tax, so I cannot really blame them. There is a lot of things that the game doesn't tell you unless you find it or someone tells you about it. For example, I know that I don't need to be clicking on the quantity, right? But I just choose to do that because that's how I learned to do it. It's easier for me to do that. Let's see, let's see. I wonder how many items we have left. I'm doing it so slow today. Holy day. Oh, slow. But that's what nice about this challenge, that I'm not in any kind of hurry and I can just do it slowly but steady. Slowly and steady. I still wish to finish it during this month, but I'm not sure if I can do that. It would be very nice, but maybe I'm asking for way too much. There's a lot of miniatures that I don't recognize at all. I don't even know how you get them. Not really a fan of minis, so can't really blame myself for not knowing that. Don't overthink it, we'll drink it down. 27 gold in the delivery box, by the way. Something has sold. You can check one. The legendary. Oh, this one sold. Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, this sold. Oh my god. Nice. That's very nice. Some of these items I have no idea why people would buy, but they just do. $72. It's 10 gold. Oh, damn. What is it? Oh, let's see. I wonder if people make that mistake and they think that if it's more expensive then it's better. I'm pretty sure they do, but I was thinking the same at the very start when I was learning the game, but because you're let's be honest, generally in games you are used to this kind of thing. It costs more, so it's better. But Guild Wars doesn't have gear treadmill, so it doesn't apply here. But I think a lot of people don't know about it. We can make money because of it, so I'm not really complaining. Okay, that marks 400 items. Okay. And now we're going to the last list. Let's spend the remaining gold and yeah. Rest I will be doing outside the stream. Slowly but steady. Wait, where are they? Oh, I'm surprised that so many skins are cheap these days. It hurts me internally to see that. Back in my days, they were expensive. But ArenaNet is trying very hard to not allow that anymore. And it's both positive for the game and negative. It's funny. Like, you can argue that if something costs less, then it's more accessible to the people. And yeah, sure, that's the positive there, but the negative is if someone gets that item one way or another, it has less value, so the profit he makes is lesser. And now, of course, you cannot have every single item be costly, because he still wouldn't be able to afford everything. No, you need a... how it's called? I know how it's called in my language, but I don't know how in English. Basically a middle ground. So you have a bunch of items that are, I don't know, 30 gold a piece, and then you have some skins that are 5 gold a piece. You have a balance between these two. Currently, majority of the skins are below 20 gold, which is depressing. People are getting less gold because of that. But I guess it's very hard to balance something like that. Okay, how many things we can order? Oh, it's this one. I'm pretty sure we are ordering that. So I'm skipping. Ritualis Ancient Kraken Helmet. What even is that? It's so bad that I don't recognize these items. Then again, it would be weird if I know everything. Okay. I really wonder how this will go. How many we can get filled. Oh wait, someone raised the price, but it's still profit. 200 more, let's go. Dominator is so cheap. Oh, I do remember when this was like 60 gold per piece. Okay. 20 more items and we'll run out of gold. Nice. Oh, I ordered the wrong one. Nice, something filled. How much gold should we leave though? 10 gold should be enough. Or maybe 25. It's very costly to list these items. Yeah, 25 maybe. Also I need to think about outbidding. Maybe even 50. Yeah, for sure we need to leave something, but... Wait, this is the... Wait, we almost did the whole list. Okay, last one. Plasma. Let's pick this one. I know this bow. This bow is pretty cool. Okay. Oh, interesting. I mean, we can try doing this and see how that goes. I'm curious. $478 items. Nice. Yeah. Let's check the profits. But I doubt we jumped a lot. It's been way too little time. Let's see. Probably like 1 gold increase or something like that. Actually 10 gold increase. Okay, I will take it. But yeah, today gonna be very short. Very. So I'm ending it right now. The only missing thing is the age. Yeah, so 62 hours, 12 minutes. And yeah, I will be outbidding. And I will see you guys in 2 days. I will try to upload the VOD today so everyone can see. And that's it. See you around and happy flipping. Bye bye.